Across the frozen tundra, a giant takes its final steps. Snow whips against its fur, tusks curve like ancient swords, and heavy feet sink into the ice. This is not just an animal. It is a survivor of an age long gone. But soon, it will vanish forever. This is the story of the last woolly mammoth. Welcome to the last of them, where we bring back the lost worlds of evolution and extinction. Today, we uncover the tale of one of the most iconic creatures to ever walk the earth, the woolly mammoth. How did they thrive for hundreds of thousands of years? Why did they disappear? And what secrets do they still whisper to us from the ice? Let's step back 20,000 years, into the Ice Age. The world was colder, harsher, and wilder than anything we know today. Vast sheets of ice-covered continents stretching thousands of miles. But in between glaciers, a kingdom of grasslands thrived, the mammoth steppe. Here roamed herds of woolly mammoths, some standing 13 feet tall, weighing up to 6 tons. Their thick coats kept out the biting cold. Their curved tusks, sometimes longer than a man, helped them sweep away snow to find grass beneath the frost. They were not alone. The mammoth's world was alive with giants, saber-tooth cats lurking in the shadows, massive ground sloths tearing at branches, bison herds rumbling like thunder, and dire wolves hunting in packs. The Ice Age was a stage of titans, and the mammoth was its king. But mammoths were not just beasts of the frozen plains. To early humans, they were everything. Hunters followed their tracks across the snow, risking their lives to bring one down. A single mammoth could feed a tribe for weeks, clothe them with hides, and warm them with bones burned as fuel. Step inside an ancient cave, and you'll see mammoths painted on stone walls, lit by the glow of fire. To humans, these animals were not only prey, they were sacred symbols, guardians of survival, etched into memory with every brush of ochre and ash. Some carved their image into ivory figurines. Others built shelters from their bones. For thousands of years, humans and mammoths shared the earth, their fates intertwined in survival and in myth. But the world does not stay the same. Around 10,000 years ago, the Ice Age came to an end. The great glaciers melted, forests spread into once open grasslands, and the mammoth's empire began to crumble. With less grass to feed on, herds grew smaller, and at the same time, human hunters became more skilled, more organized. Bit by bit, the giants vanished. In Europe, in Asia, in the Americas. Where once there were millions, soon there were thousands, and then only hundreds. The mammoths that once thundered across continents were reduced to echoes in a shrinking wilderness. Yet against all odds, a small herd survived. On a remote island north of Siberia, Wrangel Island, a few hundred woolly mammoths clung to existence. Cut off from the mainland, they found refuge on tundra plains swept by icy winds. For 6,000 years after their cousins had vanished, they endured. While humans built the pyramids of Egypt, mammoths still walked. While the first cities rose in Mesopotamia, mammoths still grazed on Wrangel's tundra. But time was not on their side. Isolated, their numbers dwindled, their genetic diversity collapsed. Some scientists believe they became weak, plagued by disease and mutation. And then, 4,000 years ago, the last mammoth fell. Its footprints were erased by time. The story of the mammoth is not just about extinction, it is a warning, because what happened to them is happening again. Today, elephants, the mammoth's closest living relatives, are endangered. So are rhinos, tigers, and countless species pushed to the edge by hunting, habitat loss, and climate change. We are living in an age many scientists call the sixth mass extinction. And the mammoth reminds us how quickly giants can fall. But there is another twist to this story. Scientists are now studying mammoth DNA, preserved in the frozen tundra. Some even hope to bring mammoths back through genetic engineering, blending their DNA with living elephants. Could mammoths walk the earth again? Perhaps. But whether or the woolly mammoth once shook the earth beneath its feet. It outlived an ice age, stood beside early humans, and survived longer than anyone imagined. But in the end, it too fell silent. Its story is carved in ice, in bone, and in memory. And if we listen closely, it still speaks. Not about the past, but about our future. Thank you for watching. If you want to uncover more lost worlds of evolution and extinction, make sure to subscribe, because this is only the beginning.